between the lines is that Troy has been cut off and no longer has access to the camp. And when people can't have access to you physically, they'll try to access your emotions. And if they can't access your emotions, then they'll try to access your bank account. And that's what it feels like Troy is doing. Now, here's the thing. One another. He asked her to take it down. This is how you know Troy has been voted off the island. Because the request that he's making in the grand scheme of life is really petty. It's like you've been voted off the island, and now you don't have access to Tamar anymore, and you're looking for any way to get her back or to access her or to get her attention, and you've been kicked so far off the island that the only thing you've got that gives you any connection to Tamar is this video footage promoting the tour. I mean, you've been exiled the fuck off the island. Goddamn, Troy. I mean, at least your vocals could have been on the background with no contract or something. To do something or another, but I don't know, brother. And I guess Tay
So real quick. So let me just give some context to the room. So Troy is like my little brother. Like, I love Troy. I'm cool with Funky Dineva. We're cool. Like, we cordial. But like, Troy's my little brother. When I saw him post that, I was like, man, I can't wait to tune into his live, but I know how Troy get. And then Troy DM me like, yo, Ray, I want to come on and talk right here. So everybody, let's welcome Troy. Let's welcome Troy to the Radar Report. And Troy, I got Rocky and myself here with Alexis. What would we like to add? How would you like to go ahead, Alexis?
Troy, tell us what your relationship is, current and previous, with Tamar Braxton.
Your mic is muted. Hold on. Okay, I got your mic. Unmute your mic. Hold on. Unmute your mic, bro.
They came to suit and tie. He ain't playing.
There we go. All right, let go. We can hear you now. Let's go, Troy.
All right. Good.
Yep.
All right. I have a relationship with this lady, haven't spoken to her in 2 years, have no desire to speak to her. Her and I were really good friends at one point. But what's interesting is that the video that you guys just played of Funky the Diva, or whatever his name is interesting to me because he's saying a lot of the same things that I said when I was in my situation with Tamar. So it's like, well, bitch, now you're voted off the island too. I mean, so now it's like we over here playing Survivor. We are both getting kicked off the island. So when I saw that, I was just like, I really haven't spoken about it in a few years. But when I saw that, it was kind of like, you know how Monica was like, it's funny how the tables turn. That's how I felt when I saw him complaining about how Tamar basically left him out to dry.
Oh, hold on. So hold on. So I'm being honest. I don't know the situation. So Tamar left him out to dry also.
Yeah, because apparently she. I don't know.
Can you start where when they found her?
That's what I'm about to say. Apparently somebody.
We don't know nothing. That's why I brought the girls in, Troy. I don't know nothing.
Okay. So let's start even before that, when they were at the club together and how the night progressed, because that's where he started. He said that lady. Even
the lady, right.
The lady.
Yeah, no. So apparently a bunch of them went out to the club. After that, they all got in the car, drove back to Tamar's house. Nobody went upstairs with Tamar apparently, but then somebody found her in a pool of blood and her teeth was knocked out and her nose was fractured. But
this was last week.
Like last Friday, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, Funky the Diva was one of the last people seen Tamar. So then everybody was blaming her. Tamar came online and said allegedly what happened to her, which is, I mean, okay, it sounds like a soap opera to me, like you just woke up in a pool of blood, but all right. Funky the Diva was the last person that people know that she was with. So then people started saying that he beat her ass. and that he knocked her teeth out. And then they were like, oh, well, maybe she was so high because he put something in her drink and she fell and busted her face open. And basically, there was all this speculation about, excuse me, about whether or not Funky the Diva had anything to do with what happened to Tamar.
So Troy,
Tamar has not. What'd you say?
so have you ever personally seen Tamar do hard drugs?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I've never ever known her, and I've known her 13, 14 years now, never seen her do drugs. So that's why when people were saying that he had to have drugged her if that was the situation, but I've never seen Tamar do drugs. She might act like she do drugs, but I mean, if you outside looking in, you might be a little bit like, well, she's on something, but no, that she's on herself. That's the only thing. But yeah, so I just thought it was very interesting that he was talking about me and how I was voted off the island, and I don't know how I get voted off an island I was never on, but all this other stuff that he was saying in that video is so reminiscent of the situation that I was in. And I just kind of wanted to call that out as a not a I told you so, but more so of a like, you should be careful because it could be you too. And that if you sit around and watch how somebody else does someone else, you can't be mad or surprised when they do it to you.
Why is Funky Dineva attaching himself so much to Tamar? Like, what is the buy-in?
Because what else does he do? Like where does he?
He's a
like,
troll. He's a troll.
Where I don't.
I mean,
is he an executive? Does he have a business? Does he is he a chef? Does he I don't. I mean, I know that he blogs. I don't know why maybe he holds her purse when they go out. I don't know.
sure.
So I can only think that he is attaching himself to Tamar because there's nothing else for him to attach himself to. Because like I said, he's not the go-to guru of the internet, and I don't know anybody that's knocking down his door to be on his platform or his show. So I think he just he wanted to be attached to the situation, and it backfired on him when everybody started accusing him of being the reason that she allegedly woke up in a pool of blood, missing 4 teeth and a broken nose. I don't know what type of fall that was. I mean, she had to fall like Michelle on 106 in Park. Because that is crazy. Like that type of fall is nuts.
Absolutely. So
yeah.
Hold on, Troy. Toby wants to ask a question.
So if she didn't just fall and wind up in this pool of blood, what do you assume truly happened? Like, let's get to it. That's why everybody's talking about speculating on the internet. What really happened in your eyes?
What he was doing. Because he was around Troy. Let me tell you about Troy. Troy is one of the most honest, realest people I've met. Like, no, you know how I feel about you, bro. Like, That's why I'm glad you didn't say she was on hard drugs. Because no matter where you at in life, you don't want to hurt people. I love that. So that's why I'm like. So you can ask him.
I just want to know what you think her hypothesis is. What really happened that night? Because she's not just going to treat that happened, that she ended up in a pool of blood and nothing happened. She must have woke up in that pool of blood. And of course, she didn't fall down and woke up in the pool of blood. So what do you believe happened?
It's one of two things. One, she's lying, or two, somebody finally beat her ass. Those are the only two things that I can think of. I mean, somebody might have caught her in the street and hit her with the 1-2 step real quick. That's the only two things I can think of that makes sense to me.
Why is it always assume the worst? Now, I'm not saying that she's not. I'm going to say from personal experience, I fell and busted my teeth open.
And you woke up in a pool of blood?
I woke up and didn't even know my teeth were broken. I was knocked out. So we always go to the worst possible situation. I'm not saying that Tamar is not attention seeking because we know she is. But let's think about what the positive could be of this. Like, what could
there's no positive.
Positive you get your teeth knocked out.
Ain't no positive. Ain't no positive.
Did we not learn anything from 19 Keys just now?
Right, exactly. Like, we didn't just listen to seen Keith for like
no,
an
but
hour.
There's no correlation there, bro.
No, but hold on. He asked the question. I was just giving an alternative of what could have happened.
It was one thing, Troy, that Funky Dineva was saying when he was saying you asked for something, your request. He was like, your request off the island, like.
No, no. He was talking about how I wanted my money that I was owed for.
Yeah, what's that about? I didn't know. I like that part.
Yeah, so when the Love and War tour happened, for the Los Angeles show, we wanted to hire an actual film crew, not just like, people with their
documented property.
Yeah, exactly. And just being a friend and being part of the tour, I just paid the people to create the content to film the day, and I just paid for it because I knew. Well, I thought I was going to get the money afterwards, like we would just settle that afterwards. But of course, her and I got into it on that night. So I had sent letters and was like, well, if you guys want to use and have all this footage, you can have it. It's yours. Just pay me the money that I paid for it. Like, I'm not giving you the rights to use the footage that I commissioned, and I need my money back. So, of course, she didn't want to give me my money back, and she never did. To this day, I never got my money back for that. So that's why Funky the Diva was talking about. I was mad because I didn't get my money, basically, and that's I got voted off the island and I didn't get my money, so that's why I was so mad, ranting and raving online. When that was the most minute part of my my issues with her and with the everything going on at that time. That was the smallest part. The biggest thing for me was the people going online from her team talking about me and lying on me, and then you got Funky the Diva thinking he know everything, and that's why it was just so ironic to me that the same exact thing is happening to him now. And now people, like, if you look at my comments now, people are like, oh, everybody owes you an apology. You've been vindicated, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, yeah, I told y'all that 2 years ago. But I guess they had to wait for Funky Dineva in whatever job he has and wherever he works at to, I guess he has a lot of free time now.
Troy, let me ask you, how much were you owe for the footage?
I ain't gonna tell y'all that.
Okay, cool. Say if you owe the footage, you could just finish it off and then upload it to Tubi and not get your money back that way. I was like, it's just too much. I'm like, that's what I was asking. Like, you can get your money back.
I can get it back, but it was such a headache. It wasn't even worth it. It wasn't. And honestly, I don't think anybody would care at this point. They barely cared when
you over it now.
Oh, I'm definitely over it.
Okay, never mind. That makes sense. Okay, that's
yeah,
for sure.
Was it worth it?
What's going on with how do you say his name? Mendici? Like, why is he like the thing that everybody's?
Is this the dude that be cheating on?
No. Let the girls Toby. Like, this is that moment. Let them go. Hey, go ahead.
Yeah, like, was he around when you were around her?
No, he wasn't around, but from what I was told, he was around the night that she woke up in a sea of blood. That he was one of the people that was with them. I don't have any knowledge of what their relationship is, but I have heard that there is a relationship there. But he also is married to Yandy. Well, him and Yandy ain't really married. It's like common law marriage. I didn't know people still did common law marriage.
I thought they got married though, like a real wedding.
They didn't. No.
Just like Jennifer and
It's an internet marriage.
Yeah.
They just married online.
Right. They had a TV special about getting married, and they never legally got married.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know. And maybe Funky the Diva will come out and say what really happened since he was thrown under the bus. But I have heard that Mendici was there with them and that, they were pretty comfortable with each other. But again, this is all alleged. I wasn't there. I was about to say, I don't want Malibu's Most Wanted sending me no.
Yo, Troy, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. we text about certain things. I always tell you the same thing when I talk to you, don't I?
Yeah, you do.
You a star, bro.
Mhm.
Star, bro. I just want to tell you, I'm saying on record again, bro. I love like you, especially now seeing you calm. I'm thinking I'm about to get turned, Troy. Like I'm getting 8 in the morning, Troy. Calm.
That's
Yeah,
well,
I like you, Troy. By the way.
yeah. I mean, there's different sides, you know.
I mean,
This was the news side.
you spent some time discrediting Funky Dineva. So tell us your stats so that people can know that you're not just throwing shade.
My spat with who?
No. Your stats, like who you are, what you represent, your organization, all of that.
Oh, okay. Ooh, where do I
I
start, darling?
met Troy as an intern at Compound when he was working for Neo. This is 2008-9. He was an intern. Then he took over the desk. I know Troy from the music business, but I always knew he was a star as a shit talker. Because when Tango ain't around, we gonna sit in the room and
talk shit, right?
So yeah,
exactly.
So now you can tell him your story. I just want to say that.
Yeah, no, so that's when my career started. Like you said, just like Ray said, eventually I started as an intern, got promoted to office and studio manager, eventually wanted to make the transition from Atlanta to LA. So I moved from Atlanta to LA, got a job at Sony Pictures in their music department. So I was there for like 6, 7 years, helping with create the score, the source music, clearing music, all that great stuff there. And then there was a short break. I ended up leaving Sony Pictures because I was bored. It's such a traditional company that Tamar and I were friends at that point. And she was like, well, hey, why don't you come and run my companies for me? Well, company, she only had one. Um, and I was like, you know what? Why don't we try this out? We're friends, we're together all the time. Let's see if this can work. It lasted about 3 months, and that was it. I had to go because working with that lady is like
Her that lady.
Why everybody call her that lady? Is that like y'all running joke with her? Like that lady is here, or is it like just after it's all said and done, she's that lady?
she's just that lady. It's just always so much going on with her. It's just like child, here this lady go. It's just always like that that lady, and everybody knows who you talking about when you say that too. It's like, here that lady go. They like, who? Tamar? I was like, yeah, exactly. Everybody knows. Almost doesn't count. But yeah, so tried the whole thing working with her. That didn't work out too well. So then I moved over to Netflix and joined their animated music team at Netflix. Was there for a few years, doing the same thing as I was doing at Sony. The scoring, the source music, for all the animated films.
That's why I saw it. Troy's official. Sometimes they see you as an internet guy. I'm like, no, Troy's official. He gets busy.
I'm not Funky the Diva. I work.
We just hope you got to up his Xfinity package. Like, how you talk shit in your Wi-Fi signal looking like that? That's crazy.
I'm crying.
So real quick. So it seems like
they said Funky. No, don't worry about Troy. They were just talking crazy. They said let's finish this right here. It's just the room.
So it seems like Tamar is like the common denominator in the problems that you've seen. Can you give like a piece of advice on what you should think? Not she should do to turn her life around, but just to not go further down that road. And people like her
because he still loves her. That's still his friend.
Yeah. Now who said that?
You still love her, Troy. Troy, I know you still love her. You still love her in your heart. That's your friend. You can't. You can control who you like, but we can't control who we love. That's in our heart.
I disagree.
Okay.
Well, even if you disagree, it's like, what advice can you give her to even get you back in her good graces? It's like this should happen. I understand that, but I'm saying to move forward and just people in life need advice. Like what do you do that you can cover?
She just needs to know when to stop. She doesn't know limits. She doesn't know boundaries. And that's what has gotten her into most of the stuff that you've seen online. When she is beefing with people, you'll see, like with the K Michelle thing, it had nothing to do with her. Why did she insert herself into the K Michelle thing? And then when it was found out that K Michelle was telling the truth, there was no apology. You know what I mean? It's just like,
You didn't hear me, Troy.
oh, what'd you say?
I said, is that a mental health problem?
I'm not a doctor.
I mean, you've been around.
I'm not. I don't want nobody. Listen, I don't want Malibu's Most Wanted sending me no cease and desist. I don't know if I can't tell you about that lady mental health.
That lady.
I can't tell you.
Troy, I want to say this. Would you come, like, we always talk about when anytime Troy's in Atlanta, he's here filming with us. Can we get you on some mornings to come on the Radar Report? You just light this shit up, bro.
Yeah, let's do it.
Like, bro, I really want to bring it because, like, I like this part of it. Like, like, I can't do this part. We friends, so you know how we talk. I'm like, bro, I need you in the room to have certain conversations because I just want to know, would you come back and do more of this? Like,
yeah, because you want me to come back and talk about the sissy stuff. Because
no. I want you to talk the shit that you. I want you to talk the shit you talk.
No, you like. I have no idea what's going on.
I really don't. And I'm learning. Like, hold on.
Like that lady got her teeth knocked out.
I'm really enjoying this.
The tea is hot.
I ain't gonna say that. I was saying the tea is hot. Nigga, and LeTroy, for the first time in history, Troy, we had a man say the tea is hot because you're here.
Oh wow!
We never had that set on the show, Troy, until you came.
Bro. Oh, this is just the beginning. Yeah, let's do it.
So yeah, is there anything else would you like to finish what you saying to Tamar? Like any last words you want to say? Because I know, like I'm gonna send you this in a few minutes.
Oh, I hope she got her teeth fixed. And that I do. She said the lady said her teeth fixed.
Let her finish. Go ahead. We sorry.
Yeah, no, I just hope that her teeth get fixed and she can start releasing music again and stop being a mess. And yeah, hey, why don't you go drop some beats somewhere and maybe.
Because I know regardless of what you mean well with it, Troy, we appreciate you.
Yeah, for sure, always.